Instagram and Facebook. Sorry I'm a couple of minutes late. I'm just going to wait for people to hop on. Hello, welcome. It's nice to see you. We're going to be talking about essential oils and emotions tonight, and I seem to have wayward hair going on. Hello Sarah, nice to see you, or should I say Franco? So just while I get started, I am just going to give you a really simple tip that I'm going to do right now, which is I'm going to add lemon essential oil to my water, and just one drop. And just start by saying actually citrus oils are mood boosting oils, so I'm going to have lemon in my water, which is amazing for detoxifying the body, but also brilliant for boosting your mood. So let's start that way. Start as we mean to go on. Hello Jane, it's nice to see you. If I glance my eyes around, it's only because I've got two devices going, so sorry about that. Get myself hydrated to start. So thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to be talking tonight about essential oils and emotions, how we can support our emotional health, and this is a way that we use essential oils in our home every single day. I'm just going to see if I can raise this one up to stop me glancing around so much. Hopefully. I've got Facebook, sorry Instagram, I've got Facebook going a bit wonky. I've got a really unsophisticated home setup going on with my devices. There we go, we're sorted. There we go. So please ask questions as we go along. I'm gonna give some information I've prepared for you tonight around emotions and essential oils, but please ask questions. I would love to hear from you, and I would love to answer your questions as you go along. So I'm aiming this tonight at my current customers who've maybe got essential oils in their home already, and just to maybe give you some more ideas about how to use them and some things that you maybe not thought about before, and also to people who are new to essential oils and maybe haven't thought about them yet, to just think about how you could incorporate them into your home and how fantastic they can be for moving you on in your emotional health, and actually amazingly affecting your emotions. So let's get started. Now I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to use an essential oil, and I'm going to show you how I'd use it aromatically. So I'm going to put a drop on my hand, and I'm going to choose one of my favourite oils. I've got a whole load here to tell you about tonight, but I'm going to choose one of my favourite oils, which is Balance. This is a blend of different oils put together, and it is called the Grounding Blend, so often called Balance the Grounding Blend. And I'm going to put one drop, she says, you see it? One drop on my hand. There you go, it's quite bluey, I don't know if you can see. I'm going to rub it together, and this is when I wish there was smell-o-vision. So what I'm doing there is I am breathing the essential oil up. It's going up my olfactory nerve, and it's going into the limbic part of my brain, which is amazing. It's amazing to me as a nurse, learning all this science. And what that's doing is actually breathing in, inhaling those tiny aromatic molecules, aromatic compounds in the essential oil, breathing them in directly into my limbic system of my brain and affecting my emotions. It's incredible, absolutely mind-blowing. And I'm not sure before I had essential oils that I necessarily believed that this could be true, but it's amazing. So I've just used, hi Alicia, I've just used a drop of oil on my hand. That's a really simple way, that's lovely, to use them. You can use them in a diffuser. That's a brilliant way to use essential oils. So you may have seen, I haven't got a diffuser right here to show you. You may have seen diffusers. I use plug-in diffusers, so you can put water in them and put the oil on top, and it agitates them. They're ultrasonic, and it throws out steam into the air. What looks like steam, but it's cold. And that's going to throw all the essential oils up into your room, and you walk in the room. Loads of people say your house smells like a spa, Jen, which is really nice. There's a lot of football and a lot of football kit that goes on in my house, so that's always really nice when people say it smells nice. But actually what I'm doing is I'm putting oils in my diffuser to help boost our mood, help temper those emotions that are going on, for what I think we need in our house and where I think we need to go. So that's a really powerful thing about essential oils, is we can use them for where we want to be. So actually we can be feeling something, so it could be that we want to feel less of something, or actually that we want to feel more of something. So as I said, lemon essential oil is, and you will see that the citrus oils have got sort of yellow or orangey labels. I always think they're like sunshine, so they remind you that they are ones that are going to brighten your day, they're the ones that are going to lift your mood. So lemon oil you could put in your diffuser. You could use wild orange, both of which, if you've started out with a few essential oils, you've probably got, and you will find they're real mood boosters, real enhancers. They're going to be uplifting, and they're really beautiful to use in your diffuser, or a drop on your hand, rub together and smell them. Other ways that you can use them is in essential oil jewellery. Sometimes I have a necklace on and I put a couple of drops on that, or sometimes I even simply put a drop on my collar or on my scarf, and I love that because it means that I get to breathe in those essential oils all day and I get the benefits. So I actually did kids work at my church the other day, and I actually put some essential oils on my scarf so that if any of the children were feeling a bit upset and they had a cuddle, they actually also got a bit of that emotional aromatherapy, a bit of that breathing in into that limbic system and emotion centre of their brain. And I knew that would be really helpful for them as well as for me. So yeah, it's amazing to use essential oils for emotions. So I'm going to talk you through a few different essential oils, a few different ones that I love and that we use in our house in different ways to help with emotional health. The other thing I'd like to say is I have this book and I absolutely love it. So I don't know if it's probably backwards for you guys, but it's called Emotions and Essential Oils. You can see it's a little bit thumbed. It goes around with me, and it has each essential oil, and it tells you what it can be used for in terms of emotional properties. So if we pick, what oil shall we pick? Someone want to respond? I know Debbie's here, Sonia, Katie, Joe. You've got essential oils, Joe as well. Anyone, give me one to look up. Let's do it live, that'd be fun. One that maybe you have already. I'll wait for lavender. Okay, brilliant. I love that. Let's do lavender. Okay, so lavender, you may know, you may have felt this. So lavender is a beautiful essential oil for using for anxious feelings. It can be a really brilliant oil to use with that, and it's all things calming, and so that can be really supportive for sleep, but also mood. So actually a lot of people have had really, really powerful results. There's actually some amazing studies out there for using it for calming mood. But actually, let's see what this emotional aromatherapy book says, which says that lavender aids verbal expression and calming the mind. How beautiful is that? And actually, that a lavender helps support individuals in releasing tension, and particularly in terms of communication. So it encourages emotional honesty, speaking your innermost thoughts to yourself, and also being honest with others. And that actually can give you the courage to communicate well, which is amazing, isn't it? Amazing. And I've heard of people really who are struggling to process something or say something and say their truth, actually apply lavender there to their throat, which has been amazing. Also, I've seen a colleague use lavender, a couple of drops just here, and have really powerful effects for like palpitations and real feelings of struggle with sort of the overwhelm that can happen sometimes in a busy or difficult circumstance. So lavender, yeah, amazing. Like I imagine so many of you got lavender, and actually doTERRA's lavender is so beautiful and so pure. It's the therapeutic grade essential oils that we can trust, and that means that we can use them topically on our skin, and we can use them aromatically and breathe them in, and we can have these powerful effects for our mood and for our emotional health, which is obviously what we're going to talk about. Another one, I'm going to do one more because I love talking about the emotional benefits of this oil, and that is the Blend Air. So anybody who has got air, if you have, I have a couple of people actually who just have air for the respiratory benefits. So it's often called our respiratory blend. It's a blend of different oils that support the respiratory system. But we know that oils work on an emotional and a physical ways in our body. And so actually, how does air work emotionally in our body? So again, the amazing Emotions and Essential Oils book says that air addresses the inability to let go of grief and pain, and it's the oil that assists breath and in letting go. And I just love that. I absolutely love that. And I had a wonderful story actually. She is on, the lady with this story, you know who you are, who came back from clearing her father's house after he had died, and said that she was really feeling sort of pressure in her head and just really feeling so awful. And she said, Jen, I knew that I had a diffuser and I could put some lavender in it and it might help me feel better. But you never guess what? I put the wrong one in. I put the wrong oil in, and I put in that Blend Air. But actually what I felt was, as I breathed it in, and I was too tired to change it, I wasn't going to change it, but I felt everything leave me, and I felt that emotional release, and actually my pain in my head went, and it was amazing. And actually that was using that air blend that we often think of for I in my house use it to support respiratory systems of my children when they're struggling and snuffly, and we might use it, my husband uses it at night topically. He has chronic breathing problems and he uses it every day, and has noticed massive effect. But actually using this for an emotional property of letting go is really powerful, really super powerful. So I love that. So we've talked about some of the oils that you've got already. So let's talk about now some of the ones that I've got here that you might not have to have a think about. So there are two little groups of oils that I'd like to share with you tonight, and one is the emotional aromatherapy system, it's called, or the emotional aromatherapy oils, and they are 6 different oils. How many have I got here? Have I got 6? There are 6 different oils, and I'm gonna share them with you. So, and these are sort of thinking about, and they describe what you want or where you want to go, which I think is brilliant. So they're really, really easy to use. So the first one is Forgive. So this has got loads of herby and grassy oils in it. It's got bergamot and lemon and thyme, and what else has it got in it? Now I'm trying to read it in the Latin and I'm going to struggle. So I should have written that out before I came on. So that's my book for assistance. So this, here we are: spruce, bergamot, juniper berry, myrrh, arbor vitae, nucta tree, thyme, and citronella. There you go. So this does what it says on the tin. If you're struggling with some stuff and you need to let some stuff go, Forgive can be a beautiful oil to add to your collection and to use in your diffuser. So this is a little bottle with a dropper top that you can use straight into your diffuser, but they also come in little roller balls, which is absolutely fantastic. So giving you lots of options. So another one is Passion. So Passion is a gorgeous oil. It is all about thinking about zest and increasing that vitality and that finding of your passion. So this has got in it cardamom, cinnamon, ginger, clove, sandalwood, jasmine, vanilla, and it's really spicy and really warming. And I also find that sometimes I smell them and I might not be totally drawn to it, but the wonderful thing about essential oils is that actually you can be then in another frame of mind on another day with another set of pressures, and actually this is the oil that you're drawn to, and I'm really, really enjoying this at the moment. I often wear it as perfume, or just put it round my neck area on my pulse points, and I love using essential oils as perfume because I'm not getting any of those chemicals, putting those toxins on my body that I used to. I'm using something pure and something that is going to actually bless my body emotionally and physically by using it. So that's another one of the emotional essential oils. One of my absolute favourites is Motivate. This is, it's got some, can you guess it? It's got an orange label, it's got some citrus oils in it. It is absolutely lovely. I love it. It does exactly what it says on the tin, and it is a beautiful blend of mint and citrus, and also it's got basil in it, so it's a little bit, it's got an extra little depth to it, which I absolutely love, and coriander, 2 herbs, oh no, 3, rosemary. So it's got peppermint, clementine, coriander, basil, yuzu, melissa, rosemary and vanilla, and it's actually beautiful. I've had people say this smells like Terry's chocolate orange. I don't know how much it smells like Terry's chocolate orange, but I just love it. It's so minty and citrus with a hint of herb, and it's just does what it says on the tin. And I often take this to work in the rollerball form and use it at those moments when you really need it, especially 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Does anyone else feel that? That you need a bit of boost that time of day? I know I do, and I really, really love using the essential oil in that way. So what else? We've got chia essential oil. So chia is a gorgeous blend, including, let me find my page so I remember to say all the ingredients. Including wild orange. Again, it's got that yellow label, so you remember. This means if you forget what cheer means, wanting to be more cheerful, you can remember because of the sunshiny label. It's got wild orange, clove, star anise, lemon, nutmeg, which is one of the smells that I smell the most in it, vanilla, ginger and cinnamon. And the amazing thing is that actually everyone will pick out something else. So to me it's really nutmeggy and spicy, but other people will really smell that orange and lemon and really smell that citrus. So cheer, absolutely gorgeous. And children often really, really enjoy cheer as well. And then we have Console. Console, this has a special place in my heart. This oil, sometimes called the Tantrum Tamer. I'm just going to leave that there for you. So in this, it has frankincense, patchouli, ylang ylang, labdanum, amyris, sandalwood, rose and osmanthus. This oil is absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is an oil that is going to speak to you in those really difficult times, which we all have in life, but actually sometimes children have them more often because actually they feel emotions really, really big, don't they? And I've had amazing, amazing results bobbing a little stripe on the bottom of my children's feet, and when they're really struggling, and actually seeing phenomenal benefits to that. One of my children particularly will have it at night, a stripe down the back of his neck, and that really, really supports his sleep, calming down. Someone said, my little boy just turned 2, I may need this soon. Well, yeah, absolutely. It's been such a blessing to us to use this oil, and yeah, we love it. I wouldn't be without it. It's really strong, so I'm really cautious with it in the diffuser. Normally I put maybe 2 or 3 drops in, but I would maybe with Console just use 1. It's really strong, beautiful, rich smell, really soothing. Sometimes people call it a hug in a bottle, and you really feel that actually. It's a really, really beautiful smell. And the last essential oil in that emotional aromatherapy, which you actually can buy as a kit or combine if you want to, in the roller bottle form or in the little bottle, dropper bottle form. There you go. And the last one is Peace. So I was going to forget one oil. I'll pretend this is Peace. So Peace is with a blue label, if you can pretend that you can see it. And Peace is gorgeous. It's vetiver, lavender, ylang ylang, frankincense, clary sage, marjoram, labdanum and spearmint. I often wear this as perfume again. I get comments all the time about what you're wearing, what have you got on, and it's one of those to really breathe in, really inhale, really experience and just feel those emotions being soothed. It's that reassurance that you will feel. Really, really powerful. And I love that doTERRA have pulled these blends together in a unique way, and done the research and done the on all the different oils that they pull together for a purpose, and give it a name that I can understand, that if I want to feel more peaceful, I can look for peace. And I just think that's so easy to use, and I just love it. So these emotional essential oils, I didn't get them straight away. They were something that I've added to my oil collection over time, and I don't regret it. I don't regret any of them. That they are something. They are oils that I would use in my diffuser. I use with my children. I use with myself all the time, and I love to combine them in a diffuser with other oils, and really find all that they've got to offer. One of my favourite blends at the moment in my diffuser is 3 drops of lime, 2 drops of eucalyptus and 1 drop of Forgive, and it's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely lovely. So yes, you can use them on your own, but sometimes it's really special to combine them all together. And I love, if you want tips of what to use in your diffuser, I love sharing them and hearing what you've got in your diffuser, and I love trying stuff out. It's great. I absolutely love it. So I'm just going to have a little drink of water. We'll carry on. So I just wanted to share, that's the emotional aromatherapy, that little sort of collection that doTERRA have, but there are some other oils that I use in my house. 3 or 4 of them particularly we use most days, that I want to share with you, that you may not have if you started out originally with the top 10 oils. So we talked before about the using some of the oils that you may be really familiar with. So we talked about lavender, lemon, wild orange actually, and air blend, and how you can use them emotionally for your benefit. And these are oils that I very quickly added on to those top 10 oils. And we talk about the top 10 oils probably being able to cover about 80% of the issues, maybe in your home, depending on the makeup of your family and what issues you are facing. But actually adding some of these oils can help to fill those gaps. So I'd love to share just a few stories about the following oils. So Balance, that's how I started today's session with you. I put a drop of Balance in my hand, and I told you that this is called the grounding blend. And this, it does what it says, that name, that Balance name, and the grounding blend. So this is an oil that brings you to yourself. A lovely yoga teacher that I know said that she got people to put it on the bottom of their feet, and she couldn't believe it, that actually when they did their poses, they stood on one leg and somehow they balanced better because they were just more grounded and more connected. And I think that's a really beautiful physical example of what happens emotionally. And actually that people, and I've experienced this, that actually I feel that I've come home to myself, and I feel settled and connected. And that's really, really powerful for me. And I really, really love that about Balance, and I love that it can do that, and that I can get those benefits. Absolutely amazing. So we use this every day. I put a drop on the bottom of my feet every night before bed. I've had people tell me they've woken up feeling less stressed, less overwhelmed in the morning, that even improved sleep. I've heard from customers that's, so it's just a fabulous, fabulous oil. Another oil, Serenity. So Serenity is a blend, so it is a blend of, oh dear, I love that Sonia said, I need these for my meditation classes and my grandkids. Yeah, we're always thinking about people, aren't we? Those people that love looking after people, we hear these things and we think about everybody else. But that's so beautiful of you, Sonia, and I'm sure, yeah, everyone will love them. So Serenity. So this has got in it lavender, cedarwood, hoewood, ylang ylang, marjoram, Roman chamomile, vetiver, vanilla and sandalwood. It's got some really actually very, very precious oils in this blend. And we use this every night at bedtime in our room. My husband and I, we have it in our diffuser. And it's, over time, I think my brain is really trained so that I've made that real connection, that when I breathe it up into my olfactory nerve, into that limbic part of my brain, that actually it's bedtime now, it's time to calm down, time to switch off. It really helps that chatter that I get at night, and it really helps soothe that and helps me go into a deep sleep. So Julie's just said, love Serenity as I go to sleep. Yeah, it's really brilliant for that. Thinking about actually tranquility and that calming, absolute calming. So lavender is beautiful on its own, but actually these other precious oils that are pulled together to make Serenity are something I think really special. And this has been, my husband had severe insomnia, and this has been an amazing oil that we never ever run out of. We would never be without it. It goes everywhere with us. In some ways, I think if he took one oil with him, it would probably be this, because it has made such a difference to sleep and to rest, that it has been really powerful. So can you diffuse it with your children? Yeah, absolutely. I'm using Diffro Combo in my children's room, but you know, you could absolutely use this. So yeah, you find out what works for you, but we love this. It's in our diffuser every night. Next, I'd like to tell you about something that's really helped me emotionally. If I only had one oil, it would be such a hard choice. I just hate that question because it makes me feel panicky. I love all the oils. But this oil has honestly been a game changer, an absolute game changer for me, and it's called Copaiba. This oil's from the Copaiba tree. I hope I've said that right, and that's grown in North America, and it is it's the from right in the centre of the tree, and it is a really woody, almost odd smelling oil, I guess, but actually this has made the most enormous difference to me in terms of stress and anxiety, and that's my story. So actually it's been just so powerful. I'm just trying to find in terms of helping me through, I was in not a very good place in terms of that, and actually I've used this every day and I would just never ever be without it. It took a while for it to work with my system to have those effects, but actually I've known other people use it and instantly they feel a calm, instantly they feel those soothing effects on their body. I would really encourage you to do some research around that. Everybody is different, and this is my experience, is that I've really felt a massive powerful shift in terms of stress and anxiety for me, but everybody's body works differently. So the way I use this, because these are doTERRA essential oils, they are 100% pure. They are therapeutic grade essential oils. We can use them aromatically, breathing them in, just like we've been talking about all class. Topically, so when I say I put them on my pulse points, I put them on my wrists, I put them on my feet, it's safe to do that, but also internally, and this is an oil that I use internally every single day. You could bob a drop under your tongue if you felt comfortable to do that. That's what I do. But I know people who would maybe bob this in a bit of water, or even into a little capsule and then take it like a tablet. But this has just been a game changer. I also know people who have used it in a roller bottle, so made their own roller bottle up and then put it on their skin, especially combined with things like Balance and lavender together, and made like a little blend in a roller bottle, and found again that to be so soothing emotionally and really supportive. So this is a non-negotiable for me. It's an absolute winner. So do some research on it. Do some research on beta-caryophyllene, which is one of the biggest constituents of this, and come back to me. But I would love to talk more with you about that. And I'm just going to do one more, or maybe two more. Shall we squeeze two in? So 2 uplifting blends. I'm going to show you them together. They are those sunshiny colours again that we've been mentioning. They're yellow and orange. They are Citrus Bliss and Elevation. Different blends. So this one is very, Citrus Bliss is really orangey and sweet, and Elevation is much more rich and rounded in its makeup, and they are amazing at mood lifting helping, I use these in the morning in my diffuser, especially when we've had like a bad evening the night before, or I hear stomping down the stairs at 7 a.m. One of my favourite combos at the moment is Citrus Bliss and Balance in the diffuser, and often we start the day with that, and that seems to really bless out my house and help everyone move forward with their emotions and working that out. So yeah, we love using them, and I love supporting my children, especially I feel so empowered as a mum, and so yeah, they're beautiful. So I've given you loads of information tonight. I hope I've not blown your mind too much. I have gone over lots of different oils, and maybe you need to sort of go back and watch, and I hope it's made sense, but we use these oils every day. The biggest shift for your emotions can just be as simple as oils in a diffuser. It's so easy. It's so easy to use that actually some oils, maybe a book, or certainly someone who can support you. And I love helping people get started and helping them see shifts in their own life and in their own family's health, physically and emotionally. And so I'd love you to contact me if you want to know more. Maybe you are a customer and you think, do you know what, I'm just not getting the best out of them and I want to know more about how to use them for my emotional health, or you're interested in some of the ones that I've talked about tonight and you don't have them, contact me. I'd love to chat to you. Or if you've not got essential oils in your life yet and you think, what's this about? I'd love to know more. Please reach out. I'd love to tell you about how you can get essential oils into your own home and start having these tools in your own house to be able to move your family and your emotions forward, to be able to look for what you'd rather have more of, and really feel that and feel those shifts. And I would love to support you on that journey. I love sharing, as you can hear from tonight. One of my biggest joys is sharing knowledge and giving of myself to bless you and to help you get the most out of your oils. So I'd love to start you on that journey. So has anyone got any questions? We've got 5 minutes at the end of our live tonight, and I am going to be brave and I'm going to say, have you got any questions for me? I'm going to wait and see if any go in. Come in. The other thing with this beautiful Emotions and Essential Oils book is it comes with this lovely wheel. I'm just going to talk while you write your questions, which is so lovely. So it's positive emotions. So if I look to, say I wanted to feel joy and I wanted to feel playful, that would lead me to ylang ylang, and it tells you the oil that you would use. Or there's negative emotions, so if I felt overwhelmed and overworked, it would point me to tangerine essential oil. So it gives you a beautiful guide as to how to, you don't have to know all this stuff off the top of your head, and you can get there, but that's a beautiful guide as to help you on your merry way with your essential oils. So I'm just going to give a couple of minutes. I know there's often a lag, especially with Facebook. Someone be brave, writing a question, something around emotions or emotional health and essential oils. Or do you want to tell me what your favourite essential oil is to use for emotions? Just going to scroll back through the comments, check that I haven't missed anything. I don't know whether there's a big lag or there's no questions, or Maybe I just blew all your minds. Won't think of anything till you've finished. Ah, so true, isn't it? Oh, let me read this one on Instagram. Wild orange and peppermint together. Oh yeah, so that is so special. Wild orange and peppermint together. If you've not used them before, you need to experience this. If I see you in person, if you're someone that I see regularly, then and you haven't experienced this and I haven't shared that with you, then make me do that next time I see you, because wild orange and peppermint together, and you put a drop of each on your hands and you rub them together and warm them up, and you cut them over your nose and mouth and you breathe them in. You can feel that real awakening. You can feel that energizing of the peppermint. You can feel the mood uplift of the wild orange, and it's just so special. So what we've got here, wild orange for calming and peppermint to open the airways. So it tends to restrict, we tend to restrict our breathing when we're overwhelmed. So actually, yeah, that's so supportive. And my class enjoys lemon and lavender in meditation. That's amazing. So lavender, it's thinking about that communication, I guess, with yourself. And that's amazing for meditation. And then lemon is the oil of focus. So actually that's beautiful, Sonia, that those two together for your meditation. Can you suggest another blend as good as wild orange and peppermint? Ooh, that's a tough one, isn't it? Wild orange and peppermint is so unique and so special, and just that real awakening in my brain. That's what I feel like happens. I guess for me, I love wild orange. It's one that I often pair with other oils. And so a couple that I like to use together are wild orange and balance, very often. And I would use them maybe on my hand, or I often put them on my clothes, or wild orange and black spruce, this tiny little oil, which is one of the oils in balance, and I often use wild orange and black spruce on my scarf. That's my favourite at the moment, my favourite go-to. And it's really interesting. I went on a very stressful course a couple of months ago, and I wore it on my collar for both days, and people coming up to me and wanting to smell me and just getting a sense of, I think in the morning they maybe thought I was a little bit batty, and by the second day for sure experienced the essential oils that I had put on myself, which was just amazing, absolutely amazing to just have that grounding experience. So geranium peppermint in the diffuser is a winning blend. There you go, Julie. That's another one that's come from Instagram. Thanks so much for sharing. Geranium and peppermint. Let's try that. Let's try that in the diffuser tonight. I'd love to do that. Well, I've come to the end of my time here. I try and keep a check on the clock because I don't want to carry on talking all night and totally overrun. But if you don't have essential oils yet in your home, please reach out. I'd love to help you. I would love to help you incorporate them in and to help you start seeing these emotional shifts. If you think, do you know what, I'd really like to experience something before, please reach out as well, because actually I'd love to send you some samples just for you to experience. You know, there's no smell-o-vision here, and actually I'd love for you to experience those essential oils for yourself, and I'm really, really happy to send out some samples to you. So please be in touch. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight and for allowing me to share with you. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. Take care, and I will see you soon. Next month, we will be talking all about green cleaning. But for now, it's emotions and aroma, emotions and essential oils. And I'm going to be sharing all month in my Facebook and Instagram, on my stories and in my posts, all about emotions and essential oils. So I'm going to try and touch on all these oils that I've talked about today over the next month. So hopefully if you've missed some stuff, you'll be able to catch it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Helen. Thank you for saying that's so kind. It's been lovely to be with you. Take care. Bye.